I'm here to face the kings.
Are you ready to take back our family's land?
Of course. But my purpose here is to bring down the cultist king.
You make your mother proud, Cassandra. But are you sure you have enough proof to accuse him?
I don't know. Maybe I should look some more.
Accusing a king is not something you can take back. Make sure you're absolutely ready.
I'm here to face the kings.
Are you ready to take back our family's land?
Of course. But my purpose here is to bring down the cultist king.
You make your mother proud, Cassandra. But are you sure you have enough proof to accuse him?
I'm sure.
I'll gather the F4s and meet you in the throne room.
Who are the F4s?
You don't remember? Then again, you were only a child. The 5 F4s are elected from the citizens of Sparta. They have power over even the kings. You need to convince them if you wish to save Sparta from the cult's control.
See you in the throne room.
What are we waiting for?
Sorry to keep you waiting.
You summoned the F-Force?
You must have achieved some success to earn this adoring crowd.
I brought home a wreath for Sparta. Though, I had to enter the games and win it myself.
Very good. But what of our Pancration champion, Testicles?
There was an accident at sea before he could compete.
Games are hardly important. What about Viotia?
Stentor and I defeated the Athenian forces. You have nothing to worry about.
If you have nothing but good news to share, why did you call for the F-Force?
We were told serious charges will be brought.
Serious charges? Against whom?
You act as if you don't know. Against you, Pausanias. Sparta must be rid of Pausanias before it's too late. He is a member of the cult of Cosmos and a traitor to Sparta.
Cosmos cult? What are you going on about?
Is this some kind of joke?
I have the proof right here. Your proof is right there. You know he's guilty.
This isn't proof of anything. Ephos should only be called upon for serious matters. This lack of evidence is a waste of our time and disrespectful to the thrones of Sparta. The accuser should be made an example of for all other reckless fools.
I taught her poorly. Punish me as her mother instead.
We gave you every chance to prove yourself. Invited you back for a royal audience. And this is how you repay us? What say you, Archidamos?
Cassandra and Marini of Agiad. Your names are cursed. May the Cryptia haunt you, and the Elotes scrape the meat from your bones!
Agreed. A wise ruling. Too bad you don't have a mask or a black cloak to save you this time.
You were there. In Delphi.
Mater, Pausanias revealed himself before I was dragged out of there. So he is the cultist king. It would be wise to deal with him as soon as possible.
I will.
When you've dealt with him, meet me at home.
With pleasure.
Ares has chosen me to lead the Spartans to glory. There can only be one.
King Pausanias is part of the cult of Cosmos. I'll have to kill him myself. There's Pausanias. Malaka.
Cassandra! You are condemned to be hunted!
I should have been more certain before accusing Pausanias. He is a plague on Sparta and its territories.
And you say you are sure now? Where is he, so he can defend himself?
It doesn't matter.
It does to me.
I found proof he was a member of the cult of Cosmos. Undeniable proof. This letter was written and signed by Pausanias' own hand, outlining the progress of their plans in Sparta.
What is this cult of Cosmos? You've mentioned them over and over, as if I should know.
They're a secret group with one goal: to seize power. And they're using this war to strengthen their position.
I find it difficult to think Pausanias was using Sparta this whole time. We've ruled together for years. I'll speak with the Ephors to confirm what you say. But if it's true, you deserve to be called a Spartan citizen once more. And of course, your family home is yours again.
Thank you.
One more thing.
Yes?
Should you decide to rule Sparta yourself, at least let me face you in battle.
I'm not made for ruling, my king.
It's gone.
What's gone?
There was a skull here, a small rabbit skull, from your first hunt.
Why would someone take that?
There is only one person who would have taken it. Nikolaos.
Maybe seeing each other again made him think of this place. It did the same to me.
Seems I wasn't the only one yearning for home.
I hope I'm not intruding.
Brasidas, come in.
It's good to see the two of you back home.
It feels good to be here.
You're here instead of in training. What's wrong?
I'm heading to Pylos as soon as I can. I think you may want to come as well.
I'd be happy to return the favor. What's waiting for us in Pylos?
Glory. The Athenians are pushing the Spartans back even as we speak. It would be a devastating loss for Sparta, and I can't allow that to happen.
It sounds like you've lost confidence in Sparta's warriors.
They're as strong as they've ever been. But now they're facing a power they can't even imagine.
Do you mean Demos?
Yes, that's what the rumors say. A force of nature in the body of a mortal who can cut down any soldier in his path.
If Demos is in Pylos, we have to stop him.
I'll wait for you at the ship, but be quick. Each moment we waste is another Spartan dead.
Alexios is in Pylos. You have to bring him back, Cassandra.
Bring him back?
We have our home again. We can be a family. It isn't too late.
I'll bring him back, no matter what.
This is serious, Cassandra. We may not get another chance.
I understand. He must have seen the cultists for what they truly are by now.
It doesn't matter what you have to do. Bring back your brother. You must.
Nothing will stop me. I shouldn't keep Brasidas waiting.
Be safe, Cassandra.
Make room!
Magistrate Xanthi told me that you've been having trouble with your farm.
Crop failure. It's as if Ares herself salted the earth.
How are the crops failing?
Blight. Few plants grow, and the ones that do are wilted and covered in spots. The gods would never let this happen if they were happy. It's my godless Ilotes, I tell you. You're a messenger of Zeus. You show them the light.
I'll find out what's happening.
Oh, thank Zeus. My Ilotes, Tefta and Maron, they work the fields, but they do not respect the gods. Teach them.
I haven't seen other farms in the area with blighted crops. What could be causing the difference?
The grain grew in short and dry. Then the animals started to grow ill. Obvious signs of displeasing Persephone or her mother. Maron claims the animals have been poisoned, but I have no enemies to speak of.
What makes you blame your Ilotes for the blight? Have they tampered with the plants and animals?
They do not worship as you and I do. I thank Dimitir for all she gives us at the end of each day, but they just reap the bounty of her hard work.
So, it's divine intervention.
What else dictates our fates? Ugh, Tefta won't stop babbling about the soil. Thinks I overwork my farm. Idiot woman. As if this farm hasn't been in my family for generations.
I'll go talk with your Ilotes and see what they know.
Mistios.
Here, your master claims this blight is the will of the gods. What do you think?
Sometimes crops fail. Could be dry soil, could be insects. It's a shame about the donkey. He was more crucial to the farm's success than the master. Or you, for that matter.
How can I make clearing the ground easier?
The hoe I'm using is falling apart. I have to fix the blade every few swings. Something more sturdy would make it go faster.
It's not like you're shackled to this patch of land. What's preventing you from getting a new hoe?
Have you ever been beaten so hard you lose hearing in one of your ears? That's what happened last time I went to market without permission.
Oh, of course. I'll look for one. Here you go. This should make digging easier.
You're all right for a stranger. Look, the water's tasted like a rusty blade for the past few weeks. Last time I had water like that was when I was downriver from a blacksmith.
Thank you. Mauled to death. May your journey across the Styx be a more peaceful end than this. Debris might be getting stuck in this net. Maybe the dead man was a fisherman. These don't look like the knife wounds of a man. I'll bet it's the metal from the armor giving the water a bad taste. Ah, that smell is going to linger on me. At least the river runs clear now.
You there? Could you help an ailing woman by getting some mint?
I picked some up on my way.
The back patch of land is riddled with blight like I've only seen once before. My old master lost his whole farm to it. I'll never forget this smell.
The back of the farm. I'll take a look. It's a wonder anything grows in this field with all this mess crushing the plants. The earth is stained here. That can't be good for the soil. Tanners in Kefalonia use something that smells awful to make leather. It can't be good for the soil. It seems like fire is the only way to make sure of ending this blight. believe I have to tidy everything up around here. Now I'm beginning to understand Tefta's anger. The diseased crops have been burned, and the river is cleared. That should be the last of the blight.
Oh, you truly are God-sent. What was the cause of the rot?
I can see why your Ilotus would anger the meteor.
Yes, you see how they mistreat me and disrespect me? They don't know how good they've got it. I'm glad you were able to strike a modicum of fear and respect into them.
We must all learn to fear and respect the gods. To do otherwise is to risk their wrath.
I call that impression the lapdog. Hermippos has gone too far, Socrates. Pericles gave everything to Athens. Yet, we must still hear of Cleon's greatness.
Aristophanes, have you not done seemly things to Hermippos?
How dare you compare me to that man? His plays are a nuisance. Something I could come up with in an afternoon, and a drunken one at that. Mine are for a clever audience.
The same audience you judge. Should it not be clever enough?
Careful, Socrates, else I make you a character in one of my plays. Do you agree with Socrates that Hermippos should say what he wants?
This may be the first time I've seen Socrates listen more than he speaks.
Remember it well. You may not see it ever again.
I prefer to think before I speak, and now, having thought, I shall. Tell me, just as I am allowed to say what I wish, should not all be allowed to do the same?
Of course not. And there's much you've said that I'd say you shouldn't have, Socrates.
What if I say offends one, but is loved by another? Should I say nothing in fear of what people may think?
That would be nice, yes.
If you have such an issue with Hermippos, why not do something about it yourself?
I'd like to, but I haven't been able to find him. Maybe you'd have better luck.
It can't be that hard to find Hermippos.
That's what I thought as well. Maybe he's afraid I'll find him.
Once Hermipos is in front of you, what are you going to say?
I'm not entirely sure yet, but I promise you, it will be a grand spectacle.
It almost sounds like you're jealous of Hermipos.
Ha! Me? Envious of him? Making someone sad is easy, but making someone laugh takes true skill and talent.
Wherever Hermipos is, I'll find him.
I hope you do. His residence would be a good place to start.
Doesn't look like Hermipos is here. I should take a look around. They'll be on high alert here. Looks like Cleon made notes for Hermipos on his play. Everyone's a writer.
What have you got? Report. Everything's clear. I do not like it.
This is a lot of money for someone like Hermipos. Explains his residence, at least. Mask from the cult of Cosmos. Hermipos must be a member.
What is it?
I couldn't find Hermipos, but I did find out something about him. He's a member of the cult of Cosmos.
Then it's no wonder he attached himself so closely to Cleon. Discrediting Pericles and his beliefs in Athens would benefit Hermipos and the cult, I'd imagine.
Hermipos is definitely a problem.
Do you still believe he should say what he wants, Socrates?
I know not what I think, nor what I know.
Ah, yes, you deserve a play of your own.
What is a leader if he hides behind the walls he built himself? Send me fire, storm, or sickness, but bring me justice for my city.
It'll be trouble if I'm spotted here.
No!
Μην προκάλεσα τις θεείς.
You have the habit of appearing the moment I need you. What a power I may wield.
Is there ever a time you don't need me?
Good point.
The drunk politician you had me take home? We ran into a bit of trouble.
That's terrible. I'm glad to see you're okay.
Yes. Thankfully, we both made it out alive.
Oh, I see. Thank you for telling me.
You seem disappointed.
I'm just impressed you were able to save the both of you.
You said you needed something?
Ah, to business already. Fine. It's simple, really. There's an item that holds great sentimental value I'd like you to retrieve.
What do I need to find?
It's an Olisvos. If you saw it on the ground, even you wouldn't bend over to pick it up. But it means so much to me. To hold it again would mean more than you know.
That seems a bit emotional, even for you. You've gone soft.
I'm anything but soft, I assure you.
Focus, Alcibiades. What is an Olisvos?
It brings pleasure. When my body grows too tired after a long night, having one of these can let the fun continue.
You're a big boy. Get it yourself.
I sure am. But there's a small chance the woman who has it won't exactly be happy to see me again.
There has to be a story behind this thing.
When you see the Olisvos, you'll know. When you have it in your hands, against your skin, when you feel the weight of it, you'll know.
Every time we talk, it seems like you're about to sleep with someone. Or want to. Or you've just finished. Is this woman the most recent one?
Who said I slept with her?
It was a safe guess. How do you find time for anything else?
Determination, mostly. There's a closeness you can only feel with someone in those moments. Who wouldn't crave that?
I'll get the Olisvos for you.
There's a small chance the woman may wish to keep it for herself, to spite me. It may be best to go unseen and hurry back. She lives east of here.
Don't worry. You'll have it in your hand soon. It's made out of stone. I guess that could work.
Ah, that's it in your hand. You brought it. It's different than I remember it looking. And much bigger, too. She's going to miss it.
This was never yours, was it? You had me steal it.
We didn't just steal an Olisvos. We stole a family heirloom and a husband's confidence. Without it, he'll be focused on his wife instead of his business. I think she'll enjoy the change of pace.
You lied! Again!
I don't think I did. I was very particular with my words.
You said it was sentimental.
It is, just not to me. There wasn't a single lie.
That's not how it feels.
The only thing that matters is you retrieved the Olisvos and helped me a great deal.
And what about me?
Now, we wash each other's backs, don't we? There's a reason you never turned me down, after all. How about I show you how these Olisvos can make all the difference?
You know you've made me curious. Let's try it out.
I knew you'd be open to it.
Oh, that was... something.
It's different, but you'll get used to it.
I hope you're right. That's a nice horse, Socrates.
It's a very nice horse. A sturdy horse. It's also a stolen horse.
Socrates the horse thief. I can almost hear the stories they'll tell. Aristophanes will love this.
Unfortunately, those stories would be entirely fabricated. Although, I would like to see if you believe the stories should still be told once you know the truth.
What story is that?
There is a man nearby who is responsible for stealing the horse. I've been contemplating the proper course of action, but I'd like to know what you think is right.
And how should I make my decision?
Your thoughts are your own, but speaking to the thief himself may help you decide. Can such a crime be justified? It's an interesting thought.
Where is the thief now?
I told him to wait by the stables southwest of here.
If you caught him stealing a horse, what's to say he won't just run away?
The hope of keeping the horse. That's where you come in. I'll let him tell you the rest.
Not today, Misthios! Go away!
Watch will be vigilant here. That's the thief. You won't escape.
How is that possible?
Throw your weapon!
Are you the one who stole the horse? Socrates said I should talk to you.
Bad enough being caught, but to have a Misthios judge me?
Better than an Athenian guard. Anything to say?
The man I stole it from won't even miss it. He has plenty of others, while my only horse died last week. If I had the drachmi to buy a new one, I would have.
Did you steal the horse to use it, or sell it?
I have a family to feed, and this horse will help me on the farm. Plus, I have no other way of traveling right now.
There's no other option?
Not that I could think of. Trust me, I feel shame for what I did.
Any reason you picked this specific horse?
It was the easiest one to take. Other than that, not really. Though, I did make sure it wasn't his best horse.
A courteous thief.
I didn't steal it for fun. I did it because I had no other choice.
I have enough information to make a decision.
I hope you can understand. Wouldn't you do the same if it was your family?
Have you decided what should be done?
If he needs the horse more than the man he stole it from, let him keep it. It'll do him more good.
So, determining whether a crime deserves a consequence or reward is dependent on the reasons behind it? An intriguing thought, although I can see how dangerous such thinking might be.
The real question is whether my decision matters at all, or if this was just another test to see what I would do.
There is a good chance it is both, but an equally good chance it is neither.
Now you're not making sense on purpose.
Let me ask you one more thing. If one man kills another in order to save many, can his actions be considered just? Or should the man be punished?
If the action was for a good reason, then he is in the right.
So, in times like these, people like us get to determine the law. Many would believe a murder still deserves consequence.
The people whose lives were saved would disagree.
Then perhaps making choices that affect the most people for good is a correct path. Wouldn't you agree?
Are we done yet? I can't stay here all day.
Of course you can't. It's a luxury few can afford. Even those with the time for it often lack the mental capacity for such things.
Okay.
Welcome, mis tíos. Please ask for anything you need. What would you like? Good to see you. We have the finest quality merchandise. Thanks for stopping by.
Oh! Careful. Don't want to be caught here.
A power I wield indeed. I told you last time I thought I could summon you when needed. And it has happened yet again.
And for what this time?
My friend here needs to be taken to the sanctuary of Elefsis, near the border of Mecharis. He'll finish the trek across the border on his own.
So, do you want to lie to me now or later?
Whatever do you mean?
Is this friend of yours actually a friend? I'm not going to find out they're a wanted criminal or they don't actually want your help, am I?
I'm hurt that you jump straight to accusations. A relationship must be built on trust, after all.
You're right. Just remember, trust goes both ways.
I'm very familiar with things that go both ways.
Let's get to it. I'm just supposed to take your friend across the border.
Yes.
Nothing else?
Carefully, if you can. Avoid roads, people, be invisible. My friend must be kept safe.
I'll make sure he's safe.
I'd hoped you'd say that.
Every time you ask me to do something secretly, someone dies. What is it this time?
Not everyone was born with your beautiful muscles built for, well, everything. Some of us work better by avoiding fights. This time, that's all I ask.
There are lots of safe passages through these parts. Tell your friend to go alone.
He could, but imagine if something happened and you saved him. Imagine the things I'd do to show my gratitude.
And why do you always turn to me?
You've proven yourself worthy. Plus, I like watching you walk away.
We should be on our way.
He needs to get to the sanctuary of Elefsis. It isn't far, although it may take you longer than usual.
It won't be a problem.
I'm glad we aren't going by sea.
Ow! Just stay back and you won't get hurt.
Alcibiades told me about you. He said you're blessed by the gods. It's nice of you to help someone you don't know at all. We should stay on the safest route possible.
Let's go.
That's better. I was starting to get sweaty under that hood.
You're a woman.
Nice of you to notice.
Alcibiades said...
Exactly what I told him to. It was safer that way. I owe Alcibiades a lot for his help, and for trusting you with my life as well.
Enough lies. Tell me what's happening.
I said I was a man, so nobody would recognize me. I needed to escape my husband unseen.
And you trusted Alcibiades?
No one escapes my husband. He'd find me. It's been tough. I'm not sure I would have lasted much longer.
So let me guess. Alcibiades owed you a favor, or now has some scheme where you owe him?
I'm not sure what you mean. He didn't ask anything of me, and I've never known him to do so. I know many people he's helped at the expense of nobody but himself.
I'm glad I could help.
Please give Alcibiades my thanks. I only wish I had more to offer him. And you, for the help. I'll never forget either of you.
I should try to stay out of sight.
The sun and moon combined could not grant the beauty that my bride-to-be was gifted. If the gods blessed me, they did so with one eye closed, but their eyes were wide open for her.
I'm hurt. You never talk about me like that.
My sweet Misthios, such words cannot be handed out at will. It's as though Apollo himself is speaking through me.
So, you're in love?
Yes, the wedding nears, and there is so much to be done.
If you need help, I'm here for you.
Accepting before knowing what I ask of you? That's a rare surprise. I do still need a few things. Food for an offering, a ring, and some flowers. If you could bring them to my bride, Iris, she'll make use of them.
I've known you for a while now, but you've never mentioned Iris.
There's plenty I haven't mentioned. I'm sure you could say the same to me.
So what is it about Iris that turns you into, well, what I saw?
You're not jealous, are you? Don't worry. She's very open. I suppose that's one of my favorite things about her. The openness.
So, flowers, a ring, and food. Where can I find Iris?
She should be at the altar of love. Aptly named, don't you think? Oh, and don't be too taken by her beauty.